Hi there, Sprinkles. Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News. Bitcoin has done a bit of a poopy McPoop time at 65k. Altcoins have been absolutely ravaged, which is quite fascinating to see, friends, because altcoins usually go down that much when Bitcoin goes down. So we have stock market up. We have Bitcoin still relatively up. This isn't even a down move, you know what I mean? And altcoins have been absolutely ravaged. Now, where can you actually see the ravaging itself? You'll be able to see it on the others BTC ratio, which I'm going to show for you right now. You see this zoom in right here. See this, friends? Snap, 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 snap. Now, this is obviously a big move. Even though it's going from 19% down and tapped almost 16%, it's at 17% right now. But, friends, I'm going to go through just some information as to what's going on. We're actually repeating the past cycles, literally exactly the same, pretty much it. And yes, let's have a look at Ethereum. Still Ethereum. This is actually the Bitcoin monthly chart here, waiting to see what happens. Remember the extension, we're waiting for this roughly 150, 170k. By the way, if you're wondering how come this FIB extension is higher than my other targets, it's because this one is based off log. If you take it off based off log, then you have the actual prices here. You have around here. So hopefully, I mean, like another 95% confidence we're going to hit there. Problem is though, when? That's the only problem. When are we going to hit there? That's the issue. You know what I mean? How long are they going to make us wait? Because in the stock market, you get a 10x every like 2 years or so. But they're actually backed by the guns of the government, right? So they say, hey, this Ponzi's not going down. So that's pretty much the advantage that stock market people have. However, they don't get as much upside as us. And if we have a peek at the Bitcoin dominance, friends, it's still rising up. Everyone's got like these little triangles and stuff. We need to just get this below 52%. I mean, it's crazy, man. It might be just be that easy. It might be just, hey, wait for the Ethereum ETF. I wonder if that's actually going to be the play. Is it really going to be that simple? Now, friends, you know how we chart others BTC? I want to show you another chart, others Ethereum. I'm actually going to go through my post to show you this, but it's actually been going nowhere for 7 years. That's right. Altcoins outside of the top 10, on average, have not been innovating at all. But it kind of makes sense, right? Because if you innovate enough, you make it to the top 10, and then you leave this index. Okay, but that's why this thing's been going sideways. What does it basically tell you? It tells you if you're picking any coin outside of the top 10 for a bull market, you got to be taking profits into basically like BTC and ETH. You have to. Look at this. On average, you get nothing. No gain over ETH. But your coin itself has a chance of going to zero. Okay? Because yes, even though it goes nowhere for 8 years, the coins that were in the others or outside of top 10 here, they are not the same coins today. Okay? They're a different constituent. The winners are different. You understand? For example, now you have like BitTensor, Tau, you have DogWifButt and Peppy. However, you didn't have them back here. So if you were going back here, you had stuff outside of the top 10. I don't even remember their names. Like, you know, things like Below EOS and all these other poopy coins like Weed Coin and whatever these other one, Titty Coin. There was one, right? They no longer exist. And Sky Coin. So that's really important to know once you see that chart. We'll go through a bit later. Now, the ETH BTC chart is still here in Poopy Land, friends. It's very controversial. Remember, I mentioned to you the other day that Ansem, who's one of the crypto main characters now, is copying a lot of hate, actually, because of the celebrity coin stuff. He basically thinks this thing's never, ever going to go up, ever. He thinks it's done for because there's just too many layer 2 coins. But I don't know, man. Is that the type of thing is that the nail in the coffin we need to see? And Chainlink is still here as well, getting absolutely butchered. We've got nothing to watch except for that moment in time when retail comes in. It's like everyone's just... I know, fans, we just sound like a bunch of lunatics. Like, oh, these magical retailers are going to come in. But they do. They freaking do, man. What do you want us to do? Like, it keeps happening. Is this the time it's not going to happen? You know, the fact that I'm asking that question is probably enough to show to be a bottom signal itself, okay? Have a look at the total crypto market cap. Okay, this is very healthy. Okay, it's doing this big triangle, friends. This is actually what you want to see. This big triangle. It's like we're ready to go. We're ready to go for the next leg up. But you know, look at this. Look, this thing is, oh man, look at it. It's really close to the top. You're like, hey, is your portfolio only 20% down from the all-time high back in 2021? No, it's not, friends. No, absolutely no, it's not. In fact, if you go to May 2021 when everything peaked, is it only down 8%? Are you back at your all-time portfolio heights? Most people aren't, because most people are in altcoins because they know they're not going to retire off Bitcoin. A lot of people are crushed, but that's the volatility, man. That's what you get for holding through a bear market, and hopefully we get the swing on the upside in the bull. Now, friends, I want to show you exactly what's going on, okay? So if you have a look at my others BTC ratio, you see these red arrows here? See these red arrows? Let's actually go to the live chart just so we can get a better idea. So I've made the double waves a bit lighter so we can see this. But back in 2020, I remember this, okay? We had DeFi alt season. We peaked here around August, September. Uniswap did their launchy. And then we just plopped back down, all right? Everything peaked in August. September was like the lower roller coaster ride, lower highs. But then everything went down, 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 down. All right. So if you actually want to see, it's actually interesting. How long did we go down for? It was basically 2 months. But this was a very aggressive alt season. This was Chainlink going up huge, synthetics, Aave, everything was up huge. But notice how, look at the level of the capitulation in altcoins down here. Smack. It came back literally near the bear market lows, literally the whole cycle. That's how weak altcoins got versus Bitcoin. Okay. If you go back to what we're looking at today, we are at the same place, friends. Look at that. We have had the exact same move. Now, it's happened so fast. Everything's just capitulating. But look, man, friends, remember I told you Bitcoin hasn't moved anywhere. It's still like around 65K. Maybe it goes down to 60K. But remember I've always told you the market goes to wherever it wants to go. We'll play some nice gentle pump music just for that market out there so we can pump it. And we're in the bull hat for a reason, friends. Move! Move! It's a bull market. Of course, it's a bull market. Why? Because we need it to be a bull market. Otherwise, we've all got to go get real jobs. Okay, so this type of capitulation, friends, this part, okay, you see how, look, we've come down anyway. Bitcoin hasn't gone down. All right, so don't worry about the news. Do you see how it was always destined for this area? It was always destined. Even, see, Bitcoin didn't even go down. It's like down 1%. And altcoins are like, get out. See this pendulum of this yin-yang? This is yin-yang, friends. It's like, okay, we'll give you some racist coins, but we're going to have to get rid of the non-believers. That's what happens, man. That's what happens. Now, look, the sad part, though, is, friends, you see this DeFi alt season? This was way bigger. Actually, look, sorry, I can't say it was bigger. It was easier. Everyone was making money in DeFi. Everyone. Because DeFi, Uniswap, just became a thing. People were watching tutorials how to use it. What is this formula? It's so amazing. And people were distributing tokens on Uniswap through DeFi. So they were just copy pasting all the code. They made pool 1 and pool 2. So people, friends, they made a shitcoin, like a food token. And then people would buy the token, get their Ethereum, and then join it in the pool, liquidity farming, just like PulseX, for example, and they would receive a token for that. Now, the yields, though, were absolutely insane. They were like 900%, 500%, and everyone was playing in there. And this season, though, lasted for 60 days. Actually, June, July, August. So it was actually more like 80 to 90 days. Like, literally about 3 months of mania, and everyone was making money, kept building up. Yeah, and everyone made money, friends, everyone. And I really do mean everyone had a chance to make money. Every single person could just, there's like websites out here and you join them. Now, of course, they're all rugs. Of course, 1 in 10 were just straight rugs. But there was money to be made everywhere. There's all these ones. Oh, this new food token came out and you'd hear about it on all these influencers and stuff. Now, of course, they all went to zero. But before they went to zero, friends, why'd they have a mania? Because people made money first. That's why. Different story now here. Different story. In this alt season, it was primarily Solana. But also, friends, let's be honest, this one also had, so we had AI, we had Solana, we had, obviously, Pepe, WIF, so the new unicorn stuff. You also had restaking, you had DPIN, okay? You also had DeSci, all right? So those were our narratives, okay? That pretty much that they came out here. And I'll make these just a bit smaller so we can see. So yeah, it's really important, just so you know, like it wasn't just like, oh, nobody won. Yeah, man, there were people winning. By the way, I forgot another one. You also had Bitcoin DeFi. So you had runes, ordinals, JPEGs. So it's just JPEGs, so Bitcoin DeFi stuff. You see all these, now I'll put them all together. You're like, oh, we actually did have an alt season. See, friends, we knew it. But look, many coins went up. You even saw it like in PulseChain, they went up. It's just they didn't go up heaps. They didn't go up like and do tremendous things, you know? So forget that part now though, friends. We all know. We know these different narratives that have appeared, and here we are right now today. So does this mean we're just going to go straight up? I mean, I hope so. I hope so. I mean, look, I even have the fractal here. See this fractal? You know, so is that enough pain and damage? I don't know, man. We did racist coins, not once, but twice. You know what I mean? We did it twice. Ah, man. I'm going to play some nice gentle angel music. Just We did racist coins twice. Look, man, I'm just... Solana, guys, if you guys don't pump in the final Altseason Wave, you deserve it. All right, you deserve it. Like, I'm like just racist coin after racist coin after racist coin. Like, man, you guys have like, everyone has an obsession with this N word. N. Like, my gosh, man. It's all right. We've heard the word, dude. We get it. We get it. You just want to throw it around every sweet. Like, bro, you're like one of these like oppressed church girls never been let out. They have one sip of alcohol, now they're freaking naked. You know what I mean? Just straight away. These types of things, when you see them play out, friends, it baffles the mind. Like, bro, what has been hiding inside your head? What's been bubbling up this whole time, man? And come on, man, come on. But what can we really do at this point? You just go, you watch it, you're like, okay, sweet. And look, I'm gonna tell you something very, very important. All right, very important, friends. This is very important. The DeFi coins that ran here, okay, they did not participate in season 1 or season 2, okay? So, oh yeah, by the way, I think that happened the same thing here as well, but this was much more kinder, okay? So, there were less coins here, all right? There were less coins, friends, to choose from. This was the Ethereum's alt season, okay? This is the Ethereum alt season pretty much in DeFi halvening year. In Bitcoin halvening year back in 2016. You see how this thing didn't do much? This thing went down here and then zoop. That's insane. By the way, that rally up is pretty much everything just going up just because of Ethereum. So this is where we are today. Now, if it repeats, does that mean that AI, restaking, Solana stuff, and some of the meme coins, does that mean they're not going to rally in the final Altseason Wave if we get 1 and 2? Remember, this would be 1 and 2, friends. It is still possible that we just walk it up and we just have 1. It is possible that, oh, I mean, it's possible we have 3. Wouldn't that be crazy? No one's going to see that coming if we have 1, 2. But do you want to bank on that, friends? So imagine we do 1, 2. Like, when you're at this point, do you really want to bank that a third final alt season is coming for everyone to get out? That's the important part. And that's going to be tough, friends, because if you yourself decide it's over and then we get to like next year, June, July, August, but too many people decide it's over with you, then yeah, maybe we do have another fake out one. But you got to remember, look what happened here. This is the DeFi NFT one, DeFi 2.0 NFT one. So in the past, that second wave was not old coins. It was new coins. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So we have the formula in our head. Even if we think that there's going to be a third surprise wave later, you can't be holding old coins. What's old coins? I'll say anything that was made 2022 or before. That's pretty much it. Okay, you can't be holding those ones because chances are you're not going to be participating in that new thing. So it's better off to just be, BTC, ETH, and USD, and then you can deploy it and play the momentum in other stuff. That's the most important part, rather than just holding and hoping that the minus 70% crash stops because it gets tested, right? You're hoping that it stops at that minus 70% and then it rallies again, right? Because if you get that wrong or drop 70%, what's going to happen next? It's another 50% drop. And now you're down 85% from that top. So that'll be ouchies. So back to my picture now, friends. Altcoins have capitulated hard in 2020, as we saw right before the final Altseason Wave started. Today, we are seeing the exact same capitulation. And I mentioned here the important warning. The seasonal narratives which pumped in 2020 did not pump hard in 2021, the final wave. This would be like AI, Solana, restaking, and other Cycle 1 coins having a very laggy move. And you can see this outlined by their ETH ratios. Okay, so it is what it is. By the way, friends, I could just show you quickly right now. If you wanted to look at them, you just look at BitTensor Tau on its BTC ratio. And I have the chart right here. You see that? See, everyone's hailing. This is the next coming of Christ himself. And then this is what you have now, friends, up here. And look at this, going nuts. You are down like everything else. This is BitTensor versus BTC. Look at this, man. It's round trip, friends, back to like November last year. Almost like 9 months. Crazy, right? So look, if this repeats like the DeFi chart, well, in the final wave, let's say there's an Altseason Wave here, okay? This is a new coin, so it doesn't have to do this. But if a coin does this, then you might see these coins, maybe this is the BTC ratio, friends. It's BTC, okay? So it's against Bitcoin. So you might find it does either like a higher high here or lower high here, and then it comes back down. And it can't actually rally again until the bear market later on in the year. That's what they all look like. I know them off by heart. That's what most of the DeFi coins look like. And that's a risk you run if you're holding stuff that run up and doesn't end up taking center stage in the following season. Also got to remind you again, friends, you see the distance of the peaks here? This is the others beat. Do you see how this one was higher and this one was more flat? Yeah, so I understand it's very frustrating to see your altcoins dump down when they never receive the pump. However, the final Altseason Wave is the one that everyone is playing for. If you look at 2020 compared to 2024, the Altseason peak was bigger, yet we capitulated the same amount. Unfortunately, we got too many supply coins in the market now. It's harder and harder to get attention, yes, but ultimately, friends, we're still bullish. I'm just letting you know the reality of the situation is there's just a lot of coins out here. How many coins, friends? 5.7. Look at this. Back in 2021, you had 443,000 coins. Now there's 2.5 million. Wow. See that? And by the way, look at all the stats. Look how many coins are being made. Bang, 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 bang. Everyone's just making coins. So this is it, man. When you give everybody the ability to make a coins, they just keep making millions of coins. But do they make a community? That is the trillion-dollar question, friends. It's not just about the coin. It's about the community, okay? Because the community is the asset, not the code, all right? You've seen this time and time again now. That's most important. And you should always hunt for nice, juicy discounts. For example, here's DickWifButt. See, it's still in my box. Coming in the box, friends. We actually put it against the pulse ratio as well. How much is the down pulse ratio? 50%. There you go. It's still in the box. So you can accumulate these things, friends, as well. Like, obviously, we still have Landwolf. Same thing. It's still grinding along the zone. As you can see, friends, here's the altcoins are capitulating. This thing just took time as well. Now, here's Pika as well. How much is it from the top down here? It's 30%. Look, you might decide, yeah, you maybe not want to get in. Maybe you want to get in at that 50% mark. I mean, already touched it here. So sometimes they're very, very tough to get onto some of these things that are much smaller. You know, just ultimately, you can't perfect it. It just comes down to belief at the end of the day. It really does. Because, yeah, man, look, there's 5.7 times more coins, friends. 5.7 times more supplied coins out there. So, who's going to win, though? It's the person with the biggest, loudest megaphone, okay? That's what it comes down to. And, yes, if you're quiet and you think, oh, everyone's going to look at my tech, bro, your tech doesn't even produce any cash flow, so no one's going to hear about you, all right? Just like, man, I remember my post. I remember this one post I made in 2022. Wow, it's been like 2 years since this post. And I said something like, what's the best hamburger in the world? You don't even know it. Okay, you don't know it. But what's the most popular hamburger in the world? The Big Mac. All right, McDonald's Big Mac. What do you think makes more money? The best hamburger in the world or the one everyone knows about? There you go. There you go. By the way, I love Big Macs. Okay, but there you go. There you go. It's the exact same thing here. You see? It's all about the eyeballs and the ears, friends. Everybody has to know and hear about it. That's why you need the passion, the energy, the memes. The memes cater 100% to just recruiting people. Like, hey, come join, come join, come join. Sweet. That's what you want. That's what everyone's optimizing for. Now, friends, I have this chart here. I've said exposed Vitalik's giant dong. Okay, so this is the others ETH ratio that we spoke about. It's a bit of a secret chart out here. Others ETH has been going nowhere for literally 7 long years. Wow. What does that mean, friends? It means, okay, it means coins outside of the top 10, all right, coins outside of the top 10, which is pretty much everything, have not been able to innovate on top of Ethereum. They have not been able to. Can you believe that? That's wild. That's wild. Think about how many coins are outside of the top 10, by the way. What? Ones that are like, you know, above, say, $100,000 market cap. How many friends are there? There's like, what, 100,000 coins? Literally. Let's put it down. Let's say 10,000 coins. 10,000 coins. And only a very, very, very few of them have actually been able to innovate on top of Ethereum. On average, that's the whole cohort. Now, the ones that were able to innovate, like Binance Exchange, friends, Binance is a unicorn because the exchange makes money. They rotate the profits secretly into BNB. You could see it by the chart and how they do it, and they keep it healthy and big. Yeah, that's a unicorn. That's in the top 10, though. So it's a unicorn enough to make to the top 10, but everything else can't. So that's how rare it is to find these men. That's why when the party's over, you can't be taking these risks, friends. It's just literally everyone's mostly going to lose, okay? And I said it here, right? Absolutely insane. Ethereum is king daddy. This chart shows you that Ethereum has been carrying the whole altcoin industry for 7 years. Bitcoin's a unicorn. Ethereum is a unicorn. Everything else is poop. Luckily for us, the poop can fly mightily high in a bull market. Yeah, it can. It can. But see, friends, out of this others ETH ratio, you're obviously trying to bet that See, that's the average. That's all the coins. You're trying to pick the best ones. That's what it is. It's just like the stock market. It's a stock market game all over again. But there's just a lot more coins and things to choose from now. So more room for error. Having some fun now as well. Look at this, friends. Martin Shkreli. Look at this. Alex Weiss. For what it's worth, Martin Shkreli, if you can escrow, I can bet $1 million that the Donald Trump coin is fake at even odds, or even more if you want. And he goes, any other whales want to join? Let me know. Look what GCR says. I'll bet you $100 million. If you don't have $100 million, as much as you're willing to bet. So yeah, GCR, friends, he bet $10 million on Luna at the top. He bet $10 million that it wasn't going to be $100 within a year, and then he got it right. He just capitulated straight down. So yes, that's pretty much it. And this DJT coin, friends, it came out of nowhere. I can actually have a look at it. Oh wow, it's actually trending on, here it is. It's actually trending on Deck Screener as well. I wonder what's happening to it. Is this it? This is a day. Is it really new? So, oh my God. Is this the real, is this the one they're talking about? That this isn't real? Yeah, they're just trying to launch it. See, friends, it's so hard. Okay, which is the one? Which is the one? Oh, maybe that's the one. Maybe that's the real one. See, friends, 24-hour volume, 9.7 million. Maybe not even, man. They can just spoof the volume and stuff here and there. Let's check it out. Is this might be the real one. 170 million market cap, but only 170K liquidity. Wow. Yeah, man, what's even the real one? You could figure it out. I'm not touching them. I'm not touching them. It is what it is. They're trying to, it's just people swinging out their ding-dongs going, oh, it's real or not. So, yeah. Just be careful with all these coins, friends. That's it. There's ones we know where, see, friends, the meme has to do the job for you, okay? When I see a cute DickWifButt and Pikachu and Princess Peach, they're so animated and fluffy and wonderful, and the work's already done for you. The meme sells itself, okay? The meme memes itself. And you can also have other ones that are like funny, etc., all right? So, you know, Harry Potter, Obama, the blue hedgehog. So it's very important. The meme has to sell itself. And yeah, Donald Trump sells himself, he does, but then there's a lot of Donald Trump coins. You want some sort of edge. I like Orange Man Good, by the way. I really do, because that's like a unique subset of Donald Trump. But when it comes to this, at the end of the day, you know, it's just pretty much, you know what it is, man? It's just you're trying to pick a freaking a lottery ticket out of a hat. It is what it is. That's why at the end of the day, you just have to be careful using lottery ticket size. Now, this is always funny. Okay. Speak to anybody in crypto, friends. What do they tell us? They say, I will buy the bottom and then I will sell the top in the next bull market. Okay. Everyone says this. I have not heard a single freaking person who has not told me that. Not one, by the way. Not one. That's rare to find. Okay. Every single person says, I'm going to buy the bottom and sell the top. Okay. But then you check the on-chain evidence of everyone's activity, and this is what you actually see. You literally, this is real, by the way. He buys here, he sells down here. He buys up the top here, he comes back and sells down here. That's it. It goes up, he buys, he double sells here, he buys back in, he sells. This is people trading, okay? This is literally people trading. This is a picture from, I think it was like 1 or 2 years ago. I remember this picture. And yeah, it's actually true. I think maybe it was a year ago. That's what should happen, friends. That's all they're doing, okay? So this is the reality of everyone. People's emotions. What, friends, it's funny. I'm investing with you. We're next to some of you rocket scientists, heart surgeons, dental peoples. Some of you like invent squeaky chairs for a living. You got like some really, really high prestige PhD level stuff. But for the life of me, I mean, you just can't hold on to your nuts like a squirrel. Hold on to your nuts. You just can't do it. Just I just can't. Oh, man. You know who finds it the hardest in markets, friends? Engineer science types. All right? Those people. Because they, at their like jobs, right? They have a formula, like how to build a bridge. Okay, here's the formula. All right? One banana plus a Batman symbol gives you a squeaky chair. Okay, that's what they use to build a bridge. And it's consistent. It's been working forever because it's like physics. Okay, and also medical people. They're like, okay, this person's coughing. What do I do? Okay, I give them some drugs. Okay, and then you know what I mean. You do that. But in markets, you see this. You can see the same thing appear, but the answer is different, right? Because the answer is based off expectations of the rest of the market. So you always got to have a 3D view of what the market is when you're investing like this. Because that's what buy low, sell high is. When you're buying low, the market believes it's crap right now. I mean, like, everyone thinks it's crap. Why do I think it's crap? That's what it comes down to. Okay, there is no just formula. There's no mathematical formula of like, okay, this company produces X amount of dollars, it's going to go down. People have tried to like reverse engineer Warren Buffett's formula, friends. They can't get it. You want to know why? Because you can't reverse engineer how he was thinking about the next 10 years. You can't put that in a formula because what he believes as high probability growth rates, you can't compute that in there. You have to basically, you can't get inside his head like that. You can get, okay, like there'll be two similar companies that have similar cash flows, but one of them he goes, oh, this is easy, this one's a scam. He will be able to believe, he could figure that stuff out. And it's the same thing with crypto, by the way. It's the same thing with crypto. You know, people are going to look at us and go like, oh my gosh, there's 400,000 altcoins. How did you know to be, say, this Pikachu or this DickWifButt, all these? And we go, oh, because that's, say, related to PulseChain. Richard Hart's got 170,000 ETH, and we saw it basically rotate in, and we believe ETH's going to go 10 grand. He's going to rotate in and force an alt season because everyone's going to be so poor. They haven't made it. They're going to try a bridge in. See how I just reverse engineered the whole thing? Yeah, people are going to look at that like they're crazy. Like, what is this guy doing? He's wearing a bull hat and he's saying, moo. You know what I mean? But you only get this, friends. I only get this being here 18 hours a day. That's what it comes down to. Are you here 18 hours a day? You don't need to be. I mean, you just watch my videos, right? So make sure you like, subscribe, and all. Don't forget he loves you. Bull market's still on. Catch you soon.